Good Monday morning. I have something to share with you that I just can't get away from. And the Lord just keeps bringing it back to my mind over and over again. For whatever reason, through my life, the Lord has chosen to kind of speak to me in dreams. And sometimes they've been for other people, sometimes they've been for myself, some of them I'm still not sure what they're all about. But this particular one, he has just brought back to me over and over recently. I even ended up sharing it with our summer Bible study that we just finished. But I wanted to share it with you today. And I want you to take it to the Lord and ask him what he's asking you to do with it. Because there's a reason I keep feeling impressed to share it. So years ago, I think it was in 2019, I dreamed that Philly and I were in the lobby of a hotel. It was a huge lobby, really tall ceilings. And we were kind of huddled in a circle with about 4 or 5 other people. And all the other people that we were with were staring into their phones. And I began to feel the ground start shaking underneath us. And I knew immediately it was an earthquake. And I looked at Philly and I said, babe, this is an earthquake. And none of the people that we were with looked up from their phone. And in front of me was this big wall of this lobby of this hotel. It was just a massive wall, plain wall. And I watched the wall completely move from its positioning. It went from here all the way to here. And as I processed the dream later, I kept going back to that picture, and I just knew this was a cataclysmic shift in what was transpiring. Like nothing was going to stay as it was. This wall was going to a completely different location. And it's like it went from here to here. So the next thing I know, Philly and I are standing on the edge of a very high cliff. I could feel Philly's presence next to me, and I knew the presence of the Lord was there with us. And I looked down, and there was this huge strip that was just bursting with orange. It was just this bright orangey yellow color, and it was alive with people and things. And I remember seeing like a little Ferris wheel, and there were all these animals on it, and instinctively I thought circus, and I thought of the Las Vegas Strip. And so it was kind of like I was seeing the Las Vegas Strip and all this activity. And I remember thinking, these people have no idea that they've just experienced an earthquake that basically is shifting the trajectory of everything. So I look out, and past the strip, there was this dark area that I could tell was a residential area. And I began to see these fires just begin to pop up, and they were just kind of popping up all inside of that dark residential place. So I woke up from this dream, and I knew this was from the Lord. There was another aspect of the dream, but it felt very personal, but this felt corporate. And after I have a dream like that I feel like is from the Lord, and I believe there are some real indicators how we can judge if something is from the Lord. Often there's a lot of emotion attached to it. It's very vivid. And the one thing I've learned is I can't get away from it. And it's like it's inside my spirit. And so those are the indicators that it's really something I need to pay attention to. So I started asking the Lord, Lord, if this is you, I need you to kind of unfold for me what you're saying. So I love it when God speaks to me in my daily Bible reading, when it's not like I'm opening up the Bible and, saying, Lord, whatever that is what I'll take. I'm not playing Bible roulette. I'm just living my daily walk with the Lord, and the Lord is orchestrating my steps so detailedly. And I will read a translation of the Bible, and when I'm through with that translation, I'll read another translation. My dad taught me this long ago. And I was in the Message translation. And the next day, as I'm praying over this dream and asking the Lord what he's saying to me, I opened my Bible in my daily Bible reading, and it was Psalm 24. And I want to read it to you from the Message Bible. God claims earth and everything in it. God claims world and all who live on it. He built it on ocean foundations, laid it out on river girders. And so I thought, okay, this was an earthquake. God owns the whole earth. A lot of earthquakes start inside the ocean at its foundation. And it goes on to say, who can climb Mount God? Who can scale the holy north face? Only the clean-handed, only the pure-hearted, men who won't cheat and women who won't seduce. And so now, you're already tracking with me here. We were positioned on this high cliff mountain overlooking the city. And this passage is telling me that God owns the earth, even the ocean foundations, and that the only ones that can ascend the hill of the Lord, which he has this holy mountain where he will reveal things to you, impart things to you, show you things, if you have clean hands and a pure heart, if you're men and women who don't cheat, and you're men and women who don't seduce. And seduction and cheating have a lot of different variables other than what may initially come to our mind. It's not just cheating on our taxes. We can cheat in manifold ways. We can seduce in manifold ways. Manipulation is a form of seduction. And then it says, God is at their side. With God's help, they make it. This Jacob is what happens to God seekers and God questers. It means when you live pure-hearted, pure-handed, clean-handed, pure-hearted, you get to have the privilege of going to places with the Lord that other people may not get to go. And when you go there, you can trust that God's at your side, and with God you'll make it through whatever you may travel through. But then it got even better. Then it said, wake up, you sleepyhead city. Wake up, you sleepyhead people. King Glory is ready to enter. Who is this King Glory? God armed and battle ready. Wake up, you sleepyhead city. Wake up, you sleepyhead people. King Glory is ready to enter. It says it twice. Who is this King Glory? God of the angel armies. He is King Glory. When I read that after having that dream, I was just like, wow, Lord, you could not make this any more clear. And so he was saying there are people, there are entire cities that are living in this apathetic lethargy, comatose state, not realizing that the King of Glory, the God of angel armies, is about to enter. So I share that a longer musing than normal because there's a reason the Lord just keeps bringing this to my mind. And I just recall that when Jesus came the first time to Israel, they wanted this mighty warrior. They wanted this Lion of the tribe of Judah, but instead they got this Lamb of God that would take away the sins of the world. But when Jesus returns, he's not coming back as a lamb. He's coming back as the King of Glory and the God of the angel armies and the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And we are getting a fair warning that we better not be sleeping when he comes. Because, friends, I will tell you this, Jesus is coming back. Whether he comes back in my lifetime, and I believe he will, or whether he doesn't, he is coming back. And over, Jesus said, watch, therefore, and be ready. Because you do not know that time when he will come. So he was always he even told his disciples, you need to watch and you need to pray. You always need to be on the lookout. And yet we live so distracted. Not just by our phones. Our phones are just an image, a picture of the many distractions that we have. We're distracted by our entertainment and our pleasure. We're distracted by our apathy. We're distracted by our social media. We're distracted by our self-sufficiency. We're distracted by our broken wounds that have never been healed. We have a lot of things that can distract us. But friends, we're not living in a day and age where we can afford to be distracted. I believe what I saw with the fires out in the residential area was that often when God allows our environments to be shaken, that is often when revival comes. Now, are there people who will miss it? Yeah, there are, sadly. But not everyone will. So maybe we should start praying, Lord, give us clean hands and a pure heart, so that we're not asleep, we're not missing what you want to do. We don't miss what you want to say to us, the dreams you may want to give us, the prophetic words you may want to give us, the discernment you may want to give us. Don't let us be men who cheat and women who seduce. Don't let us be the kind of people that are petty and critical and manipulative and controlling and just want to get what's ours. Let us be people that want to be in the presence of the Lord more than we want anything else, because he is coming back. Ready or not, here I come, as the old hide and seek game used to say, probably still does say. That just felt like a very significant word in this time and in this moment. And so I felt very led to share it with you today. Something really worth thinking about on this Monday morning. If your heart was encouraged today, please know that we have many other resources available for you. You can discover all of those at reclaiminghearts.org.